Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some cheeky little Pokemon Go goodness for you. Nothing too proper. So it's be a video of any clips here in Bali if anything happens. I'm not working. This is the just in case clips. We're doing Vulpix just in case clips like every single time. Happy Valentine's Day is the morning here. Valentine's Day in Bali. Gonna try and snag a couple of the, hatching, the hatch 3 eggs tasks I think will produce Lickitung, which is great because I might not get to do the Lickitung raids, and that's okay, we're on holiday. But I'm gonna try and claim those during the raid hours through the day. But first things first, we've got a Vulpix task here, so let's claim this bad boy, get it checked off for the day. Oh! No way! I'm done. I can retire. We are out. Are you serious? Happy Valentines, everyone. Oh my gosh, yes. After how many quests did we do for this? Dudes, we got robbed before. This is amazing. Not bad. Not bad. I know what I'm gonna name this. Okay. I can't fit it in. I don't need a com day anymore, guys. I'm content. I'm joking. I'd still love to get a com day for this thing. I'm gonna think of a name for this later, I think. That is... Oh my god. Happy Valentines, everyone. I don't care if I don't do anything else while we're here. It is time for a early morning swim though, so I'm gonna make that my buddy immediately. And try and think of a name for that. And everyone's waiting on me. I'm stoked, that's amazing. Oh dear. What is that boy? Sorry. Well, we've moved locations. We've been a few days now up in Ubud, and the weather doesn't know what it wants to do with itself. It is pouring down rain today. It's absolutely insane. This morning though, we did climb a literal volcano. We woke up at 2 something AM to go climb this intense volcano here in Bali. It was an intense, crazy hike. My legs are destroyed, but the sunset was quite beautiful. So despite all of the efforts and the pain and the struggle at that time in the morning getting up a hill, when I'm not really a hiker, I do a lot of exercise and stuff, but it's strength based. I don't do a lot of cardio, climbing, hiking kind of jazz. So it was a slog for all of us. And then coming back down, my knees do not do well coming downhill. So we made it work though. Did a bit of recovery afterwards as well at the hot springs, and I did a little bit more exploring before heading back to our Airbnb to rest up. I'm going to leave links for both of the Airbnbs we've stayed in as well in the description after the trip. They've both been fantastic, both very, very different. So the first place we're staying at was right on the waterfront in Bingan Beach, a bit closer into where you fly into Denpasar and things like that. A 40-minute drive out of the city. But absolutely amazing. Every night you could just hear the waves slamming the rocks. This house is built on the beachfront and then up against a rock in the ocean. So this is what we could hear every single night at high tide at night time, which was just crazy. We've done plenty of other exploring as well. The Valentine's event is well and truly done. I did get in my Ordino hatch. So I hatched an Ordino for my Pokédex entry, which is great. I found a wild Alolan on one of the days we were in the city as well, so that was pretty fantastic. I've managed to get my Pokemon kind of trapped in a whole bunch of really rural gyms, which is fun. So I want to see how long I can stay in a lot of those. That'll be really interesting to see. We've been exploring temples. We've been just like having a fantastic time out and about, searching, exploring, seeing wonderful new things, eating wonderful new things. It wouldn't be a holiday if I didn't get sick, as you can probably hear from my voice and my sniffles. Whenever I take actual time off and relax, I get sick. I think a lot of people get that when you have like a break from work, and your body's just like, nah son, not today. If I stop working, I get sick. So we are leaving Bali in 2 days. So tomorrow will be a massive festival here in Indonesia. So really looking forward to seeing that, learning more about the celebration that's going to be happening, the triumph of good over evil. So there should be a lot of like fantastic things to see, and hopefully this rain clears up in time for it too. Hopefully the rain can triumph over, no, hopefully the sun, hopefully the good weather can triumph over the evil. I mean, rain's good, but you know, fingers crossed it all clears up for tomorrow's little adventure. I did hatch a whole bunch of Valentine's eggs as well. Here you guys go. Nothing too crazy out of them. I haven't had any hundos while being away. I haven't had any shiny hatches, just the one research we had at the start of the trip, which was, yeah, again, Valentines. I think I decided to name my Vulpix Valentines. My Valentine's shiny Vulpix. But no other shiny hatches or catches or anything like that. I haven't been going too hard to put the plus on and chuck it in the back on the backpack on the days we've been out, but that's about it. If I'm gonna get back to it, I'll check back with you guys before, for tomorrow for festival, because that's gonna be fantastic. But I'll check back in with you guys at the end of the trip and share with you what I might have caught or found or hatched or catched or whatever it might be. No shiny.
I'm gonna. She did the whole like and overtook me, like.
Ta-da! We are back home now to two very content kitties. Yeah. You guys chill? Happy we're back? There's Will. He's on the couch somewhere. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Back home. I could probably swap back to the nice camera that we've been using for like the last. Oh, sorry, did I say your name? Yeah, but for consistency, we'll use the little old Canon, little old point and shoot. Keep it all consistent. A lot of the footage that I shot on this trip as well was done with the handy dandy Samsung, which it's on the couch. We don't need, I'll just talk about what happened. So I've been filming most of the trip stuff with a little, like a tiny bit on the camera. The rest was all just using the phone camera, which was really, really good. So it feels like ages since putting out a video. I know you guys had a whole bunch of ones that were scheduled to go up. Tomorrow is actually Com Day in Australia as well. So I want to try and get this up ASAP and out for you guys, because the shiny Vulpix is going to be a massive spoiler if you guys see that in my Com Day videos and stuff. So you guys are going to get pretty much a double upload today. So this one and then the Com Day later in my evening time zone. Probably you will wake up to it for your Com Day morning if you're in America. But overall, our trip in Bali was amazing. It's all of our first times ever being there. It's kind of like a bit of a stereotype, I think, to be an Australian and to go to Bali. There is like a plague of Australian tourists in Bali. Sadly, a lot of bogans. But we kind of avoided like those touristy, crazy hotspots and went for some of the a little bit more pulled out. So Bingin Beach, really massive for surfing, a bit of like that yoga vibes, beach, relaxed, way more easygoing. Love it, would totally recommend checking out Bingin Beach. I'd recommend just like going to stay near there. And don't leave the area, basically. It's pretty expensive actually to get back out, because you can't get things like Uber and Grab and Gojek, because there's like a kind of taxi gang or taxi, you know, boys that are like, this is our spot sort of thing. They don't like the online competitors, and it makes it a lot more expensive to get out. So if you're gonna go to Bingin, go in, get your personal, get your driver, whoever that's heaps of people you can find, you know, through Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. They're all legit. Go and stay at Bingin for like a week, and then just like live off what is there on the beach. You can just walk up and grab like amazing juices, lunches, whatever you want, like fresh seafood cooked on the beach every single night. so stupidly cheap, like insanely cheap. Amazing views, amazing food. Would 1,000,000,000% recommend, but just like go there and stay and kind of like waddle around that area and enjoy it. It was so nice and relaxing on the beach there. Then second we headed up to Ubud, which is a bit of a drive out. Like it's nothing too crazy, like an hour and a bit depending on traffic. But again, really, really lovely spot. Lots of temples, a bit more rural. So they've got the rice fields, massive kind of like, again, yoga hotspot, meditation, massage, things like that. But a really good blend, I guess, of contemporary and traditional Balinese culture, which is really, really nice to see. There's definitely plenty more that we would like to check out, plenty that we missed. We didn't get to go to the monkey forest, mostly because Alan and Brad were like, hell no, I'm not getting bitten by a monkey on this trip. And I was like, oh, well, fine then, don't go check out the monkey forest. But you know, I believe the monkey forest in Ubud is pretty like chill. The monkeys there are pretty content compared to other places. But in Pokemon Go, it feels like it's been forever. It feels like it's been 40 events that I've somehow missed, but it's only been like 2 weekends really. It's really bizarre. So when I left, it was the Lucario shiny was happening in eggs. I didn't hatch one, clearly. I mean, well, not clearly, maybe you wouldn't have seen. Didn't hatch anything from that event necessarily. I hatched so many eggs again for that. Hatched a whole bunch for the Valentines event. I am someone who likes hatching eggs, but hot damn, there have been too many egg events happening lately. And I think that's been kind of echoed through a lot of people through videos and through the community as well, basically agreeing that like we're overwhelmed with how many egg things are happening. Even at the moment now, all the eggs are hatching the fossil Pokemon. I got insanely lucky and I got my my Tortuga, my little turtle. Sadly, my camera wasn't recording. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. At the airport in Bali, so I managed to hatch that one. A Pokédex entry on that, which is really, really nice. I've been hatching a bunch of 10Ks when they were in 10Ks and just no luck, no XU, no nothing like that. So I got one of those down. So if we can get an Archon, thumbs up. Again, it's really insulting to have Lilip and Ommanites in 7Ks when they have been previously in 5Ks. I think that's, to be kind of blunt about it, it's kind of, it's insulting, it's gross. It doesn't give you that like, oh, so close, almost got it kind of feeling. I think it's silly. Niantic has acknowledged, however, that they're aware and they're hearing what the community is saying. Pretty much we're just going to be, you know, riding out February for whatever events are already locked in. And then March, they're listening. They've addressed it and they've heard what we've been saying about like, there's too much changing. We don't know what's hatching out of eggs. When does it start for who? Like, it's too much. You can't really like focus a thing and go, I want to hatch shiny babies and try and do that. It's not cohesive at the moment. So that's good. At least they're listening. And again, it's not always up to just them. Like Niantic, again, you guys know this because you follow me and you listen and you're good little leggies. Niantic does not own Pokemon, but that's not their brand. They're not the Pokemon company. So even with whatever Niantic has control over, it's ultimately in the control of the Pokemon company. So if they're the ones being like, more eggs, and Niantic's like, but people don't want eggs, but they're like, more eggs, you know, it's that kind of balance that is there, business-wise. So, I mean, I don't know if they're doing that. I can't, you know, imagine and pretend that I know what the Pokemon company's directives are. I'm not sitting on that, you know, board management meeting, but you just keep that in mind, guys. Like if you're like slinging salt at Niantic, remember that they're not the ones that own the brand. They don't have control over the brand and the IP and what ultimately necessarily happens in the game. They just facilitate it. If you guys want to peep any other photos from my Bali trip and stuff, I'm going to be uploading those over the next few days as well. And probably a hot little second. We took so many photos, so there's going to be plenty of stuff popping up on Instagram if you guys want to check that out. Links for all my socials and that always in the description. But let me know, what have you guys been feeling for the latest events? Have you been having a really good time with the eggs? Have you been feeling overwhelmed? Was February too much? Too many events, too many eggs, too many changes, too many little things to keep track of? There was all of like the mystery 1 hour thing. I missed every single one of those bonus hours, by the way, like seriously. Besides being on holiday, like it was so much information, too much information for me to kind of like even stay on top of. And I had all of it in my calendar. It was just like overwhelming. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know. How you guys been? It's been a hot second. What's up? What's good? What's good in the hood? I'll probably be reading these comments obviously after Com Day. So I'm gonna get myself ready for some dinner, get myself ready for tomorrow. I've still got a cold. my sinuses are stuffed up, my ears won't pop properly. I got a nice nosebleed on the flight as well. And it was really fun to wear a face mask and cough in an airport and have everyone give you filthy looks. Because I'm considerate and I'm not sharing my germs. That's why I'm wearing a face mask, you jerks. Looking at me like I got some crazy disease. But it was actually pretty funny. Every time I coughed and someone made eye contact, I just wouldn't blink until they got uncomfortable and looked away, and it was kind of enjoyable. But I cannot imagine how annoying that would be for just people. I mean, every time I fly, for the last year and a bit, I wear face masks when I fly, full stop. Especially long haul. I don't want to get sick. I don't want other people sick. And if I'm sick, I'm gonna wear a face mask. But now with the whole like Wuhan thing, everyone is just like peeking out. Like it's, yeah. I can imagine it would be pretty difficult for some people who wear face masks constantly and as part of their culture. And now all of a sudden people are like, so yeah, I don't know. Have fun with it if you can. But yeah, I'm gonna rest up. I'm gonna try and have an early night and get ready for comm day tomorrow. Rye Horn. Not a bad shiny. Not a bad shiny at all. I'm gonna stack up on some of those bad boys. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow for that. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.